Hey everyone, how are you doing? First of all, I must thank you for tuning in. Okay, so anyway, my name is Bukhari. Okay, so um, let's get back to the business, right? So yesterday, I showed you how to create a slide in and out navigation, right? This one, this is the tutorial. Yesterday we did it from the scratch, right? Slide out in out navigation, right? So today we're going to build this from scratch, okay? And I promised you that I will do this. So this is the version 2, okay? That was the version 1 and this is the version 2, and the purpose of this navigation is to slide down from the top. So if I click, the navigation bar will slide down from the top, okay? And it's not only that, it's more than that, and it is also, I made it also responsive, okay? So it is going to be also a responsive navigation. All right, you can use it in your mobile. I mean, you can use it and you can view or see your website in the mobile, okay? So user this is responsive and mobile friendly navigation, okay? So if I shrink the page, right, then you click and you get this beautiful slide down navigation simply using HTML and CSS, okay? So there is no JavaScript or complex coding in there behind this. Trust me, I just built it for you and I'm going to show you how to, okay, how to create this. It's so simple, so easy to understand, and it's really beautiful and it works, okay? It works. So there you go, it's open now. If I shrink the page, it will take its shape, okay, as it should be. If not, you just click it, okay, and then the menu slides down by itself. Normally it will be hidden, okay, and you click it, there you go. So this is what we're going to build today, okay? So let's get back to the code editor. So this is the project I just showed you, right? And we're going to build it from the scratch, ground up, so nothing to worry. First, open file new, doc type HTML5, create. First, give the page a title. So this is going to be responsive navigation. Responsive navigation using HTML5 and CSS3, okay, right? And also going to save it, save as, in my previous last folder where we saved the original slide in and out navigation. Also I'm going to give the name, file a name, right? So responsive navigation HTML5 CSS3. Yep, okay, save it. That's it, we won't need anything, okay? Simply code. Excuse me. And in the meta tag I'm simply going to add the viewport script tag there. There you go. You can write it if you don't have this version, okay? So meta name viewport content width equal to device width, comma, initial scale 1, okay? So what it means that when it is there in the meta tag, the browser is forced to understand that there is a responsive content, so act accordingly. Okay, so this is required for the responsive anything. Okay, alright, so there you go. Now we start building our site. Okay, first we're going to create the header, okay, then the navigation, and then we'll do the fun part, the tricking part. So let's build the structure first, HTML structure. So I'm going to have a header. Within the header I'm going to have a div ID called brand or logo. I'm simply going to call it what we are building, responsive navigation. Okay, whatever it is, right, just keep it there. And just outside of the header I'm going to add a nav tag or element, whatever you call it, then ul, the way you normally would do, and the li, and within the li I'm going to have anchor tags. This is normal stuff. Okay, so I could have used these snippets, but I don't want to confuse you. I want you to learn. Okay, so if you want, so about work inspiration, blog, and contact. And let's refresh. So we have our slogan here, brand ID, and the navigation. Okay, so and within the nav let's add a class and let's call it menu. Okay, so let's style this first. So within the header head I'm going to add the style type CSS. First I'm going to add the asterisk key and the padding 0, margin 0. Okay, and if I press refresh, all the outside space is gone. Okay, then the body font family sans serif, nothing fancy. Then a text decoration none, give the color also, and also give it li, release style type none. Okay, so moving on. Alright, so first work with the header, style the header. Okay, so header will have a width of 100%, will have a height of 50 pixels, and it will also have a margin auto, and also a border bottom 1 pixel solid triple. Okay, this is fresh, so you can see the border underneath of the header area, that means 50 pixels and then 1 pixel. Okay, so 51 pixel, and let's make these vertically center. Okay, so we just finished working with the header. Now we are going to work with the brand ID. So we're gonna float this brand to left. We're gonna give it a line height of 50 pixels so that it stays vertically in the middle. Okay, fresh, and there you go. Let's style it further. Give it a color, put any color you like, and also give it a font height, font size 30 pixels, and then font weight, border, and then let's refresh. Okay, looking great. Okay, and then also I'm going to decrease the size of this navigation font. Normally it should be um, font size should be 14. Okay, all right, that's professional. Anyways, let's save it. Everything looks fine as it should be, right? So we just work with the header, brand, and the navigation. We didn't complete the navigation. Let's complete the navigation. So nav width is going to be 100%, and then text aligning will be center. Okay, that's that for the nav. And then then nav ul, I also want to have a line height in the another list 50 pixels. Okay, I will need that, fresh. And then the nav li, I'm going to give it a display inline block so that it stays just after it. Okay, so one after one another, not stacking on top of each other. So display inline block, and there you go. Right, then I'm going to add, I could also put this line in one single line. I like to do so. if it slits properties, then it's okay. Then nav a, I'm going to add a padding. So padding is going to be like 10 pixels in every sides. Okay, so and okay, let's put padding 10 pixels. Okay, looking great. And also add a nav hover effect. Hover, I want to see a background color when I hover over on this. Okay, so background, let's add that color, and also I'm going to change the color of the font. That should be white when I hover over. And what else, I also want to have a border radius. Okay, so border radius 5 pixels. Okay, and then close it. Excellent, exactly what I want. Okay, so just let's change this blue color in the a, nav a, color. Let's change this color to something like that. Let's also give it a background color, and I'll do it next. Okay, so let's also put these lines in one single line. Okay, so only 3 properties there, it will fit, and there you go. Okay, that's the navigation. Okay, and let's let's begin the fun. Okay, so let's comment this out. Right, from here the fun begins. So right now I'm going to work with the menu, nav class menu. Okay, so nav class menu. Right, so dot menu. So width of the menu is going to be 100%. Okay, then the height is going to be 50 pixels. Okay, then I want to have a background of this color. Like so. Let's refresh. There you go. Seems like the hover effect background color is lost within this color. Let's change that to something deeper, slightly deeper. There you go. Excellent. Right, looking great. So let's see this in design view. This is what we have here. So right now the navigation is set. Okay, so this is the real fun part. Let's also give the menu a position, absolute. Okay, and we'll give other values later, just in few seconds. Okay, so bear with me right now. Okay, now it's time to add the input type just after the body. Input type checkbox space id. So menu toggle. Okay, so and then give it a label for this, label for this menu toggle, and also give it a class. Okay, so class menu icon. Okay, and close it. Excellent. Now we have the checkbox there. Okay, ready to use, fulfill our purpose in here. Okay, so excellent. Now I'm going to also add the uh, icon, menu icon there. Okay, so I'm going to add a special character in there. So I'm going to add and hash or pound 9776 and semicolon. Press refresh, and there we have it. And it is also clickable. It does the same thing as clicking on the checkbox itself. Okay, right, let's style that first. So dot menu icon and menu icon, let's float it to the right, and it's there. Okay, let's give it a padding 10 pixels from the top and bottom and 20 pixels from the left and right. Okay, and also give it a background color. I want to have this background color for that, and also I want to have a color for the icon itself. I want to add this color, also going to darken the color like so. Okay, alright, so what else? Let's refresh. Okay, looking great. Also, okay, I also need to give it a cursor pointer. Okay, so when we hover over on that, we'll have a pointer icon in there. Okay, like so. Excellent. I also want to have the corner curved. Okay, so border radius 5 pixels. Excellent. I also want to have it move from the top, margin from the top 5 pixels, right side 5 pixels, and left and bottom 0 0. Okay. Okay, refresh. There you go. So let's click it so it is triggering the checkbox. So we won't need the checkbox itself. We're going to hide it. Okay, so this is the menu toggle ID. So we write it menu toggle display none, and it will be hidden. Refresh, and the checkbox itself is gone. Okay, so now we have our beautiful header with the brand logo or slogan, whatever you call that, and then the navigation area just sitting underneath, just after the header. Okay, so we want this to be clickable. Okay, so when we click, it will be coming from the top. Okay, so let's do that. That's the fun stuff. So we have just completed the input type and the label for this code and thing, and we're gonna do the magic thing. This is the magic line. Okay, so we're going to work with this menu toggle. Okay, so the magic line is going to be the menu toggle colon. When the menu toggle is checked, space, then the sibling combinator. This is called sibling combinator. Okay, general sibling combinator, and there are also adjacent sibling combinator. This is called adjacent sibling combinator, and also there is one is like this, child combinator. Okay, so there are three combinator. Okay, so we're going to need these only. Okay, sibling, general sibling combinator. So when the menu toggle is checked, sibling combinator, it will combine. Okay, the menu. Okay, so the whole navigation area, which is the menu, this part. Okay, so when it is checked, what we want, so we want to affect the menu, and then space, curly brackets, and first we have to give it a position absolute. Okay, and from the top we want it to be 51 pixels. Okay, so because normally it will be 50 pixels, but there are 1 pixel border just underneath the header. Okay, so that's why 51 pixel. Okay, so it is where it should be. Right now it is sitting in the right place. Okay, but it needs to be somewhere else in just underneath the header. Okay, so to do that, to move it to the underneath the header here. Okay, we need to go back to the menu. Alright, menu class, and then give it a top value minus value. Okay, so 51 pixels minus 51 pixels. Refresh, and it's gone. Okay, and now I'm going to click, and it will pop up here. Okay, as it should be precisely. That is exceptional work. Okay, so you doing it here, and you just saying it. Okay, and just clicking it, and it's happening. Okay, so this is precise work, so no mistakes, which is good for beginners and whatever you call it. Right, I love to do this way. I don't want to make mistakes. I don't want to confuse you at all. I don't want to be confused myself. So alright, so there you go. So when you click, it pops up here, but it is when I uncheck it, click it, is basically here. Okay, so it is sliding down from there, but we need to add the transition to see the sliding effect. But before we do, let's do the transition, then I'll tell you what's happening. Transition all 0.3 seconds is in and out. Okay, so the transition itself will not work in here. We need to add the vendor prefix for the multiple browsers to work, to show the transition. So we need to add 4 times, and also going to add the vendor prefix code there. WebKit, Moz, then MS and then Opera, refresh, and there we go. But seems like everything is just working fine, but it is coming from the upper state, so we need to give it a z index value in there. Okay, so and also we need to give the header a color. Okay, the header itself is transparent. Okay, so header itself is transparent, so let's give the header a background color, um, background white color, refresh. It is also coming on from the top. Okay, so the header just behind this. Okay, alright, so we need to put the z index in the header. In the header we need to put a z index value like 99. Okay, and we also need to put the z index value in the menu, right? Just after this z index put -1. Okay, and that will do the job. So refresh, we click, and now it is sliding from the behind and from the top, and that's how you create this beautiful effect. So basically this is the, when someone come to your website, they see clean stuff. Okay, so no messing around, no menus. They see only the menu icon there. Okay, navigation icon, they click it and the menu pops up, slides down beautifully. You can make it coming from the left or the right, you know, whatever you want, you can do it. It's possible. Okay, everything is possible if you know how to. So I'm just sliding it from the top. Okay, so there you go. But when I'm not stopping there, I want to make it responsive. Right, so this is not responsive. When I come to the small window, it is working, but I want it to um, stacking on top of each other, like you normally see the hamburger approach for the mobile menu, right? So let's do that. For that I'm going to add the um, media queries. Okay, so but normally practically this is complete, this project is complete. So let's check it. All right, there you go. That's the beautiful thing. Okay, but when we shrink, it's not gonna break into stack. Okay, so we want to do that. But if we go to the previous example, we want to make like this. Okay, right? All right, so we're going to make it like so. Let's get back to Dreamweaver, then the code mode is split mode. Right, so this is done. Okay, here, so I'm going to simply get this divider so that we know this is the magic part, and then we're going to work with the media queries. So media queries, add media screen and max width 480 pixels. Alright, and then within this bracket we need to add our code, right? So let's put it like so. So it's let's then 480, right? So it will take shape effect. Right, so within here we need to add the navigation. First nav li, also going to be display block. Okay, that's that. Nav a also going to be have a display block property, and that way they will break apart. Okay, like so. All right, it is only sliding that only 51 pixels from the top, but we'll get there. Okay, so bear with me. So now I want to add the nav a hover border radius to 0. Okay, so okay, looking great. And also at the menu, from the top, I'm going to add 350 pixels. And let's see this. So okay, so it should be in minus 350. There you go. So from the minus 350 value, it will come just right about. Okay, so and I'm also going to have this background all over it. Okay, so to do that, um, let's see the menu height is normally 50 pixel here, so we're going to add the height set to auto. Okay, and that will do the job. There we go. All right, this is exceptionally working. Okay, so there you go. But you see extra space because of the 10 pixels padding from the top and bottom. Okay, in each and every one of them. Okay, so that's in the A tag, nav A, so give it a padding 0. Okay, and that will do the job. There we go, there we go. So now we have our beautiful responsive navigation, right? So let's start it further. We need to have the border in every link, right? So to do that, yeah, just here, border bottom 1 pixel solid. There you go. Now we have border in every menu item. Okay, so that's beautiful. Okay, so what else? And basically this is it. Let's save it, check it in Safari. There we go. This is the previous version and this is the version we're working. Okay, so navigation, responsive navigation using HTML and CSS. Okay, there you go. That's our beautiful navigation sliding down from the top, right? And when we shrink our window browser, and it will do its job. Okay, exceptionally working as it should be, precisely right. Beautiful work. I'm loving my work every day, you know. So do what you love what you do. Yep, that really works. There you go. There you have the fully responsive navigation. If it is open, it will open like this. If it's closed, normally it will be closed, right? So there you go. One thing I noticed that when I shrink, okay, you'll see a flickering of the navigation item. Okay, but that's okay to me. I can go with that. It's not a big deal, but it may be some kind of bug thing, you know, or I don't know, but it is still work. Okay, it works just fine and it's really ready to use. So there you go, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you like it. I hope you had fun learning it, right? So, and yep, there you go. This is the code required, right? So from the menu, this is it. That's it. This is the CSS code you record for this beautiful navigation, and only these two line of checkbox input type There you go. That's the code required to make this happen. Okay, so there you have it. um, I like I want you to subscribe to my channel. Please do, and please give it a thumbs up if you like it, if you're inspired by it, if it helped you at all. Please give it a thumbs up and do write to me. Let me know how it went, how you like it. Okay, so subscribe, like, and make comments, please. And please don't forget to share. Sharing is very important. Okay, so there we go. Have fun building it. Okay, thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate your presence. It really means a lot. Thank you very much. I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.